Welcome to Finding Your Worth from Within, the podcast where I'm going to be helping you up-level your life, find your true self, and ignite the best version of you. I'm your host, Sana, your go-to self-worth mentor, facilitating hundreds of women to unlock your self-belief, master your emotions, and take back control of negative thoughts. We're going to be covering everything self-worth for South Asian women, how to ditch your self-doubt, kick other people's judgment to the curb, and learn how to finally use your voice clearly and with confidence. With the practical tools and spiritual teachings that I give you in this podcast, don't be surprised when this magic begins to massively elevate your life. So whether you're going for a walk, driving home, or listening with a cup of coffee, let's get stuck in. Welcome to today's episode of Finding Your Worth from Within. Today we're going to be looking at how to claim 2025 as the most confident year yet as a South Asian woman. So you might be thinking, we're in February, why are we claiming 2025 when that's all been done in Jan? Now, I know a lot of people do New Year, New Me in January, but it's something that doesn't actually resonate with me because I feel like we're constantly growing, we're constantly evolving. But the reason I'm bringing this episode to you in February is because I believe you may have tried things in Jan to make a change in yourself, and possibly they haven't stuck or created as big a shift as you wanted to. So I wanted to bring this episode to you now in February as a bit of reflection over the last 5-6 weeks of what's been going on for you and if the changes you've been trying to make have worked as well as you wanted them to. Now, for so long as a South Asian woman, I know you've been conditioned to put everyone else first, even at the cost of your own well-being. It's always the case that you come at the bottom of the pile. Your needs and wants are the last thing because you see to the kids first, you see to your hubby first, you see to your parents first, you see to your in-laws first, you see to the house first. And it's like, I'll do this when. So I know that your wants and needs are always coming at the bottom of the pile and everyone else comes first. Number 2, you're staying silent because you're trying to keep the peace. Now, just this week, a client said to me that she has found herself recently just biting her tongue because her husband made a comment about her always having too much to say. Now, she's biting her tongue recently, and it isn't what she wants to do. It isn't how she wants to be because inside, she feels like she's got plenty to say and wants to get that across, but externally, she's just biting her tongue because we've been conditioned to stay silent and keep the peace. And I know you're feeling guilty for wanting more because you feel you should be grateful for what you've got. You've got the family, you've got the home, you've got the job, but you just feel like there's something that little bit more. You feel guilty for wanting more because, hang on, you've got all of the things that society or culture or parents or whatever has told you that you should be happy with what you've got, you should be grateful for what you've got, but there's something inside of you that just wants that little bit more. And that's because deep down, you know you're meant for more than just ticking off the perfect daughter-in-law, wife, mother, friend. You're more than that checklist. And really deep down, you're craving ease, confidence, a life where you feel valued and not just useful. You're craving freedom and flow. You're craving being lit up from the inside out because that's what you want in life. You want to be a light. You want to be alive. And right now, you're just feeling like you're plodding along and ticking all those boxes. So to claim 2025 as your most confident year, I want you to implement these 3 steps today where you're going to start seeing a difference in your confidence straight away. So number 1, I want you to make decisions from your gut feeling, not from your head, not from other people's opinions or so-and-so said this and it's weighing on me and I took this advice and what do you think? None of that. Start making decisions from your gut so that you can begin to build that inner trust in yourself. Let that rest of the noise fall away and simply just feel inwards, focus inwards. And if you want, just close your eyes and focus inwards and ask yourself, what is it that I want to do? What is this decision for me? And if it feels difficult at first, because it may do, start with yes or no decisions. Just come inwards and bring your focus into your body and just ask your gut, ask your intuition, should I do this? Yes or no? And start with just that simple exercise, asking yourself yes or no, and you will get the answer, just a knowing, just a feeling. And that is your gut, and go with that and see where that takes you. The more you begin to do that, the more you're going to be able to build your inner trust, and then you'll be able to ask yourself open-ended questions and get the answers to that. Number 2, say no to something that you're doing that simply drains you and or doesn't feel right to you, because doing things that feel misaligned to you create inner conflict, and when you've got inner conflict, that is going to weigh heavy against your intuition because you're not being true to yourself. You need to be in alignment and flow in order to be able to be living your best life. So when you're doing something that drains you and feels heavy on you, that's not great for you. So learning to say no and decline really politely, removing yourself from a situation that doesn't feel good for you, is going to make you feel lighter and more aligned to you and who you are. Number 3, I want you to have the courage to do something new. Not only will this spark joy in you, but it creates evidence for you that you can step outside of your comfort zone. Have the courage to do something new that maybe you've been thinking about for a while. Shall I do this? Shall I not? That you know you want to do, and go and do it. Get outside your comfort zone. This might be going and sitting on the swings in the park by yourself. It might be doing something, going and getting a piercing. It might be something really out there, but just something out of your comfort zone that you know is going to spark joy in you, so that you feel that light ignite in you, feel that joy. Once you feel it once, that evidence is there that you've got that joy inside of you, and you can do it over and over again, because then you're creating the evidence for your body that you can come out of your comfort zone. You've done it once, you can do it twice, you do it 3 times, and it becomes a habit for you to stretch yourself, to feel that joy. And once you feel it in your body, you can get it growing and really light that spark. So just remember, 2025 gets to be the year that you say no without guilt and say yes to what actually serves you, yes to what you want, yes to making decisions with your gut, and yes to lighting up that spark inside of you. This is the year that you can speak up with love and certainty without second guessing yourself. 2025 gets to be the year that you actually begin to trust yourself. You can be free from self-doubt, free from fear, and free from people-pleasing. Your confidence doesn't come from fixing yourself. It comes from unlearning the beliefs that keep you small. So if you want to make these changes in 2025, but you feel you just need that extra little bit of help, I would love to help you to do that. Jump into my DMs over on Instagram and DM me the word intensive, because I'm opening up very limited number of 60-minute intensives where you're going to get a complete bespoke deep dive experience where you bring the exact challenges keeping you stuck, and I help you break free from them at the root. We'll cut through the noise and get you moving forward with clarity and confidence. I'm so excited for you to see what an hour together, clearing your energy and consciously coaching can create for you. That's all for this week. I look forward to seeing you on the next episode. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Finding Your Worth from Within. If today's message resonated with you, it would mean the world to me if you could follow, rate, and leave a review. Sharing the podcast with someone that you feel may benefit is the best way to help it grow and spread this important message. To stay connected between episodes, come hang out with me on Instagram @Mentoring. Can't wait to see you there.